Good morning and happy Thanksgiving to you and yours on this November 24th, 2022. From Pilgrim Congregational Church, I'm Patrick Horn. Very glad to have you with us for our daily devotion on this Thanksgiving. We are studying Psalm 122 this week, which is a pilgrimage psalm and is thought to have been sung on the journey to Jerusalem by those who would join together with family and friends to make this trip. And it's filled with joy and excitement over travel, and especially excitement over seeing the temple in Jerusalem and actually going to the house of the Lord. And this morning, I want us to focus on three verses toward the end of the psalm, verses 6, 7, and 8. And important to remember that this is poetry or song, and also quite beautiful in the original Hebrew. In fact, I'll read a bit of this first line in Hebrew because I think it's so beautiful. So this is in English, Psalm 122, 6, 7, and 8. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. Peace be within your walls and security within your towers. For the sake of my relatives and friends, I will say, peace be within you. So this extraordinary psalm culminates in a prayer, and in fact, instructions to pray, and all within a poetic structure. So pray for the peace of Jerusalem in Hebrew is Sha'alu Shalom Yerushalayim. And you can hear the repeat of the root word of Sal, which is peace, in the word for prayer and also in Jerusalem. And it's a beautiful expression. And then you get the actual prayer in the text that we are directed to pray, which is, may they prosper who love you. Peace be within your walls and security within your towers. And we know from studying the book of Samuel that the house of David was established by the Lord as a royal house to set up justice and to ensure that justice is achieved throughout the land, and a justice that includes peace with others. And here we have coming together in this psalm all of the elements, I think, of what it means to be human. That is, the spiritual, the emotional, the physical, all tied together within an expression of the city of Jerusalem as both this extraordinary place with walls and towers that are quite impressive, but also a symbol of God's justice, a symbol of God's unity among the people, and then this prayer that comes afterwards in the company of these relatives and friends that the traveler is traveling with. He says, he or she says, for the sake of my relatives and friends, I will say, peace be within you. So the city of Jerusalem is not something that stands alone and outside of the people, but is actually connected to the people and their peace and their relationship with one another and with God. So beautiful poetry expressing the desire for the reign of justice and of peace. We'll close now with a prayer from Anne Bradstreet, a very interesting woman, early Puritan from the 1600s. In fact, let me read just a bit about her. Bradstreet was the first poet to have her works published in the British North American colonies. She came to America in 1630 from England with her Puritan husband and father. Her first poems were published in England without her knowledge and became very popular. So Bradstreet was one of the, if not the first American poet, and actually wrote and published later in life quite a lot. And I think it's appropriate after reading Psalm 122 that we close with this prayer that is a poem by Anne Bradstreet. My thankful heart with glorying tongue will celebrate your name, who has restored, redeemed, recured from sickness, death, and pain. I cried, you seemed to take some pause. I sought more earnestly, and in due time you supported me and sent me help from high. Lord, while my fleeting time still lasts, your goodness let me tell, and new experiences I have gained, my future doubts repel. A humble, faithful life, O Lord, forever let me walk. Let my obedience testify, my praise lies not in talk. Accept, O Lord, my simple gift, for more I cannot give. What you bestow, I will restore, for of your alms I live. Amen. Thank you for joining me this morning from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn, and I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Goodbye.